upset, well, not one upset, the one map win you got if you're Carolina. That's all the way back to Major 1. When we take a look at the Hardpoint and where it has sat for these two teams, sitting in second overall throughout the qualifier, you've got Thieves looking to bring it here in the first series. And yeah, I mean, it's just, you have to have absolute, like, the mental advantage in this. It's just a fine line between confidence and overconfidence.
Yeah, and their only two losses for LIDs are versus Ultra. That's one series, your Hardpoint losses. Outside of that, you're 4-0. And I mean, the last time they lost multiple Hardpoints was like first Surge, then they rebounded, started to smoke them. So LA Thieves are going to learn from that game, but they got to bring it here in this map number 1.
Well, Major 3 and right into it. As we expect this to be as flat as almost the last Major was. I mean, with just all the 3-0s, like not a lot of banger series. It felt like a predictable tournament in many ways, even though there were the round 1 upsets. Like this one, who the hell knows? Like this is one where I looked at the bracket. It should be one of the more fun majors we've had in a while.
Yeah, I would hope so. I would hope so. Even those losers round 1, when we get there tomorrow, should be a lot of good matchups. But LA Thieves are going to flip the spawns. They're going to get early time, doing what they do best. You're going to have number 7 in Gwyn. He's going to try to rotate on through, find that first kill, and now Thieves have to worry about him.
And you talk about Dylan Rex coming in, like,
welcome to the league.
Yeah, welcome to the league. Your first 2 matches are Thieves. They have, had Carolina's number. I'm excited to see if he can step up. And, Anthony, that's talking about Gwyn. Wanting to see what Gwyn's going to be able to do. It's a nice little 2-piece there from TJ, trying to get them set up in rotation. Good chance for them to earn time, but yeah, we've been wanting Gwyn to show what he is capable on land. If they come away with an upset here, what a performance it could be from him.
Yeah, nice little rotation there. TJ's able to pitch up that double. Gets him in the setup now. If you're LA Thieves, you're trying to break on through. Scrap through one side. It's a double hit through side door. But you're going to get the spawns, but you have control of the time. You're going to reinforce through. Trophies are down. You're in the power positions. Now can you hold from the front?
So far, they are holding. Gwyn with a nice little double there as he gets out to 5-2, and you are in prime position. Got to pick up side door, though. As Hydra is going to be looking for an opening, and you just cannot let him get 2 and then 3. How does he get 3? There, he gets the first battling on the steps and then chains that into 3. Beautiful from Hydra, and there's the opener. Yeah, it's only going to be about 20 seconds or so, but he's out to 7-4. And well, you probably feel okay considering Envoy has only got 1 kill in this, and you're about to take the lead.
Yeah, you're about to take the lead. I mean, it was a good P1, but you take this if you're Carolina. Just on rotation again, you're in a better spot. Number 5's going to spawn out, though. We do have 2 number 5s. But there we go. Scrap Envoy. They're going to find a couple of kills. It's a little bit too easy right now for LA Thieves. Gwyn trying to do what he can, but there is the break. As Hydra now up to 6 in a row. Close to that Hellstorm. There is number 7. He is moving.
I'm glad you said that because there's 3 of them. So I'll be more prepared
there's
for that.
3 number 5s. Yeah, at least one of them's red.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But not going to be able to get the Hellstorm. We'll come up a little bit short, but a bit of a wrecking ball moment there from Hydra as he takes over. But to the battle inside of the point, Envoy trying to get heated up, but it's Rex with 2. Beautiful there, getting it done from his back. It's a nice sequence and maybe a little bit of a lead change here if they get the rest of this time. We'll focus on the rock rotation as this can be a big one. Starting to fan out early is going to be that number 7 in Gwyn.
Yeah, I mean, nice little stuff here from Carolina. At least, split this time. Again, you're going to have the lead after these final 5 seconds. On rotation, though, Thieves this time going to be the first to set up. But it looks like you will have the numbers. They're going to wait for each other. Hydra's going to even it out. DJ, though, going to try to find the entry alongside Slasher. Can they get the last player? And they do. Can Gwyn now stay up and get the double?
Still 77 HP, still able to do the fight. Great job from Gwyn. Terrific map 1 from him so far as he is on 11, but you've got the close side spawn. You're trying to get in quickly if you're LA Thieves. So far, though, the hold good for Carolina as they are in and battling and trying maybe to catch a slow start here from LA Thieves. But with those 2, maybe a chance to open. It's going to be behind the subs in Carolina. Try and hold on. They're not going to be able to do it. So they'll bust on through with about 30 seconds left. When you think about like the 2, 3, and 4, both teams have been able to break. Both teams have been able to break about 30 seconds left. That's why you have a score line that's basically even. It's going to be what? Who can break it a little earlier? Who's going to be able to get a significant hold? We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, we'll look at that next P2 upcoming. But 10 seconds left. You're going to get this. Again, Hydra on another spree. He's double positive. Now watching this rotation. Number 6 is going to spawn behind them. That's going to be Slasher. They're not maybe going to recognize this, so he's going to have a free pinch. And well, you're just waiting for him. If you're Carolina, they waited long enough. He gets gifted a double with the spawn out. So just like that, you have map control if you're Ravens.
Map control and trying to turn this into time. But yeah, we'll certainly start to focus on the next 2, 3, 4 and see if it plays out similar to the first. But another lead change in as Carolina goes in front. And then, well, we'll lead change one more time. It's right back to Thieves as neither team able to find any kind of early separation. You got numbers around the point for Carolina right now, but playing from the point was Dan Ghosty. They'll finally pick him up. You've still got spawns right side for LA Thieves, but taking a route rock side. That'll be number 6. That's Slasher. That's going to be trying to get set up early. Now, they had early control of P2. What? It was a Thieves break around 20 seconds. It really worked out beautifully for Carolina. They're trying to do that again.
Yeah, I mean, you have to stay alive here if you're Scrap. This is a big gunfight. Well, he's all on his lonesome, so again, you find the kills with 10 seconds left. You're going to get into your setup here if you are Raven. So over to Thieves now, pressure to break again.
I mean, Carolina, you said the most they've scored in Hardpoint is 165 in this particular matchup. They have been smoked. Chance to maybe set their PR in this one, but no, more importantly, can they walk away with the map win? Trying to catch Thieves slipping, maybe get a slow game out of Scrap, a slow game out of Envoy, and just capitalize on that. So far, so good. Ring around the rosy, though, it's Statue. They'll need to pick that up, and now you might have numbers here on the pinch for a moment. It's going to be Rex that has to go big inside. Difficult gunfight, not able to take it. But with the close spawn, they'll still keep numbers. You're up 20. Carolina in control. Maybe the best you've looked at a hard point against Thieves all year long. Let's hear the comms from Royal Ravens.
Got them both.
Nice.
One more, maybe.
Let's fucking go.
Be careful, water. Could be water. Could be side door. Could be side door.
Jonas, I don't see anything. Side door, Hydra, shit on.
Nice, good shit, bro.
I'm one shot, I'm gone.
Yo,
Side door, weak.
I'm one shot.
Yo, I'm not right. Yo, I'm not right.
Yo, top zebra, I'm pitching him. Top zebra.
You can be top office.
Top close on me, top
Yo,
close.
I'm coming back.
Close that.
I'm not gonna.
Yo, Paco's gonna be well.
I hear you.
That guy's just gonna practice
I'm not gonna you here. I'm not gonna you.
Yo, shot him. You can be here, public, for sure. One
You
shot.
bought up.
He's weak, back time.
One shot, top left, bro.
Yo, take your time. We have to
Still top left. Still top left.
He's gonna go dark.
Ernie was plat.
I'm top open right now.
Looking for Ernie.
He's intercept time.
Could be dark.
Intercept time.
Top dark on me. Top dark, bro. Weak.
Top dark.
You plat stairs, intercept time.
Top right.
Intercept time and plat stairs. Both on top, I think.
Trophy.
You put him in dark.
Yeah, dark and inner. Fight our side.
No, he's so dark.
Top right again.
He's gonna run at me.
Yo, I flipped, bro.
Take time. We have to go new.
One shot you, Hydra. You to mid, bro.
Trying to go towards new.
I'm blocking the fucking new.
I heard you.
I was just
They're spawning deep behind me.
Yeah, you go bottom bar.
Yeah, probably bottom
He's
bar.
already pinching like well or some shit.
Yeah, give me a picture.
I'm their side hill right now. I'm their side
Yeah,
hill.
I'm new with you.
One shot envoy on the pillar.
I
Bar
don't see
pillar.
checkers.
This guy's gonna pitch me too.
Bar pillar envoy. I spawned deep. One pitching.
Mid teach. Close up.
I'm flanking mid.
Their side. Go see that. No, their
He's
side.
on hill. Let's go.
One shot. Dead.
Nice, let's go.
Yo.
Stay on tag.
I'm going more. They can be top mid. They can be top mid.
Bottom bar.
Guys, I'm blocking P2.
They can be open.
Yeah,
Their side. Deep their side.
I'm still blocking P2, guys.
We're going top bar.
I have top bar now unless he's already mid on me.
Boat house.
I'm mid, bro.
One time, bro.
All good. Take your time.
One more open, Hydra.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over you guys' time. Outer side time. I'm gonna shell outer. Give me a second.
I got hit, bro.
I'll see him outer rock.
I have a trophy.
I said I'm close.
That's all you guys.
Outer rock. Outer rock. Damn. One shot. Where she go? Leave me close center. Outer.
Go sit there, lay down.
One shot.
We're doing one shot.
I'm jumping up. I'm ready to jump up.
The door's a bullet.
Dead. No near. We go see.
Go see our side.
He's close our side. All good. Take
Okay,
your time.
take our time, bro.
Let's go.
They can have close.
Comms on point. Gwen is frying. They're 3 points away from the most points they've gotten in a hard point against this Thieves team. Still a chance to win this one, but with all the good comms and all the good plays, still Thieves in front.
Yeah, I mean, went to the start of listening. P2 was fantastic for Carolina, but then you got that response right there at the P3, and it feels like Carolina should be in the lead. They've had some big moments, but Thieves always find a break. They did it once again at this P4 as we continue to have this back and forth battle. Hydra keeping it going, leading the lobby with 26. Right behind him is Gwyn, but Hydra on the pinch, able to find one, trying to get as much time as they can. But it's actually Rex and Ravens who's gonna earn this P1 time, and again, controls spawn sides for this P2.
And you just gotta hope, Scrap, Envoy, the guys have been slow throughout this map one, don't heat up. It's really just been Hydra and Ghosty in that conversation as well. You've caught Thieves slipping, but you haven't capitalized maybe as much as you could. Up 14.
Big moment here.
To the P2 we go. Hydra trying to 180, not able to pull it off, but Envoy will get the kill from Statue side. They'll spawn 2 teammates with him, so they'll have position, but you'll have early pressure if you are Raven. Scrap trying to deal with that early pressure, and so far able to do it. One gonna spawn out into the backside, though. It's gonna be rock spawn for all Ravens. They're trying to battle into the front.
Yeah, Dylan Rex, I mean, he wins a big 2-piece on the pinch, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, got the close spawn in. And well, now you have control, and this was going to be the moment. Now, can you get a break? LA Thieves, they were able to do it a couple of times where it looked like Carolina were going to run away with the game or at least take the lead. Now it is their turn to hold this P2.
Woo. Scrap starting to shoot nukes. Negative throughout most of it, but battling back to even.
Someone's
now
going on a big pinch.
Here comes the route. It's going to be TJ. I think it's maybe trying to take the route. It is. TJ's able to get 2. That should open things up on the other side. There's the break in. Only about 15 seconds remaining. You're hoping to really turn this into time. You're hitting it one more time if you're LA Thieves. There's going to be a team kill through, but it's a double from Ghosty. And they'll battle for that scrap time. Now it's really off to the races.
Yeah.
Off to the races.
Yeah, that's a problem, though. It's like you wanted to go maybe to stop them from getting to 230, but last time through, this P3 was fantastic for Thieves. They invest too much on that final push. Carolina, Slasher is going to find the first pick. So you're going to have immediate pressure here. But Thieves are just waiting patiently, trying to use nades, anything to their advantage. And well, a Hellstorm didn't help them out.
This push, a massive one now for Carolina, but Hydra, Envoy want nothing to do with it. Split spawn coming in. Carolina going to try and collapse on this. One to make a play through open, one hitting from well side. The 2 teammates trying to get in from garden side, but there is just nothing. TJ is lapped up, and where Thieves need to be perfect here at the final hard point, they're able to do just that. No margin for error, no opening for Carolina, and despite the fact that they fought to the toughest they have in a map 1, it's Thieves that'll walk away with the win.
I thought they played well. I thought the challenges were great. You had a couple of players with slow starts, and we've seen that from Thieves, right? Multiple times at Major 2, where the map 1 hasn't looked great, but they always found that break. They just split a lot of the times, and that just kept them in the game, and then finally they win a P2, and they just take advantage of it.
Yeah, it just feels like Carolina, they had to be the ones taking advantage of that map 1. You get slow starts out of really everybody but Hydra. Thieves, as you said, susceptible to it, but you had to take advantage, weren't quite able to do it. I mean, maybe the fact that you battled them that tough built some confidence where you probably had none in this particular matchup. You're going to a red card search and destroy, which is the one thing you've managed to win, even if that's all the way back to, I think, stage 1. I mean, it's just got to be about building confidence for Carolina. Does that not matter to you because it's got vets? Like, is this not a big thing to you?
I mean, I think, like, it is, but this matchup has been so one-sided. It just feels like so much relies on this map too, like on this search and destroy.
Oh yeah,
they have to somehow just stay in this series.
We'll see if they're able to do that. Yeah, you have to win this search and destroy. Because you think about Carolina, what, they go 0-5 in control. They haven't won any. They need to tie it up 1-1 here. They've got to do that. And Hydra on your screen, the guy they're going to need to slow down. He's been so good in search and destroy. He puts up a monster map 1 there, 36 kills, 4,200 damage. It leads the lobby in both categories. You finally get kind of that like maybe superstar type performance you want to get out of Gwyn on the other side. Unfortunately, just not lead to a map win.
No, honestly, I think you played pretty darn well if you're Carolina in this hardpoint. I just think that there were chances where they had to lock out LA Thieves and they let a break come on through. And I think on the second rotation, you're going to see here, when you take that 41-point lead, look at the response at the P3. That was a massive moment. Because then you have a tie game right around 150. You continue to split. But then Thieves, they take advantage of that P2 rotation.
Yeah, just a flat line at the end. The absolute flat line. It was who's going to, whenever you have a game like this where so many lead changes, so back and forth, who's going to be the clutch squad down the stretch, and it was Thieves that were able to close things out. No opening for Ravens to maybe come away with the play. I mean, outskilled has really been the conversation in this matchup, but in that particular one, I mean, the slaying was basically dead even. If not, maybe a slight advantage to Carolina. Like, I'm talking to Killer too, but it was really tight.
Yeah, and it was great to watch Dylan Rex. He was pulling out a sub a lot of the times right on some of their breaks, pulling out that third sub. Maybe they, trying to find any openings that they can to earn some more of their breaks. Man, this is pretty much a new team now, right? When you bring in this fourth, and unfortunately for him, his first 2 matches in the league are going up against these guys.
Yeah, it's not just going up against them. It's just going up against them.
They're kryptonite.
And yes, they're kryptonite. And what the match has been, like they've just been getting smoked. But you see fist bumps in from coaches as they try to dial in for this map too. They know how important it's going to be. Hydra looking really vocal with the squad right now. Kind of everybody is. They're chatting through things. Probably to the search and destroy on red card. If Ravens are going to get this done, how do they do it?
Well, I think what we always talk about with red card search and destroy in sort of Carolina, we know sort of their defaults on offense, right? I feel like the entire league does.
Yeah.
But I think what they need to do is find early success so that they can set up maybe some mid plays for their SMGs, maybe a B play. But a lot of the times it comes down to that A bomb site, that outer site, setting up the players in the top window. Slasher's going to play these slow flanks. What openings does he find? But if they can find some early attack success, I think they have a chance.
Yeah, I think they just need to find early success again. Just build some confidence, just to say like, hey, we can do it. Hey, we can beat these guys. Hey, it's possible. It's felt impossible this year. I mean, Thieves builds this super team. They're looking to get wins, and I mean, right now you're looking at basically the same results we saw at the end of last year with the other team, right? Like, they finished the year with a second and a fourth. What you're looking at right now for this Thieves team, a second and a fourth, and yeah, for a lot of squads, I think that's great. But for this team, you get Hydra and Scrap, they're looking for wins. And this seems to be a prime opportunity to do it here in Major 3.
Yeah, I mean, with the whole Ultra situation, I mean, again, we're not really sure what to do with FaZe. Yeah, we never really know, but when it comes to land, it's always a little bit different with those guys. But I think they're confident going up against them. I mean, Major 1, they looked great in the respawns versus them. It was just all about the search and destroy. That's where they put the work in. We just haven't seen that rematch.
No, we haven't. Hopefully, we'll get that big rematch this weekend. But Carolina trying to stop that from happening and needs to start with this red card search and destroy because the control has not been great.
Dude, also protocol control. I think these are like 10-1.
Yeah,
that's their best control.
Yeah,
I mean,
that one seems like you can chalk it up as a win for me.
Yeah, this is like it.
Yeah, no, it is. You've got to win this map. You've got to win it. And who knows? Like a ball Hardpoint, dude, who knows? Like with that particular map, sometimes it'll end up going to time. It'll be one of those wonky ones. You can get a crazy blessed spawn and suddenly you run away with 60 straight points. There are going to be a lot of things that can happen on a Vault Hardpoint. It's been one of the more wild ones this year. Just can you get there? You got to take the red card. Not sure what the delay is. We should be, okay, we're good, we're going. I thought maybe there was an issue with one of the players, but it seems like we're about to get into the action here in the map too. And hopefully we don't have 3 number 5s this time. That'll be much easier for me to look at the mini-map, Joe.
That's the plan.
Yeah, I know.
I'm seeing 1 through 8.
Perfect. Hydra, 153 KD in Search and Destroy. He ranks first. I mean, that was their pain point back to Major 1. Since then, he's probably been the top search player in the league. He has started to take over statistically, and he has turned them around. Looking to keep it rolling here and trying to shut him down on the other side. It's going to be your TJ. It's going to be your Gwen. But it will be offense out early for Carolina. And you talked about kind of their standard setup. They're going to play for picks, play for info, take their time and not overcommit.
Yeah, but Hydra's just he's going to take that away. I mean, TJ just gets shot through a wall. A headshot comes on through, and that is going to be a first blood, and that is just not what you want at all. You just take so much space away, and now this slow A hit, they're just going to rotate on over. They know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to lose a player quickly on the offensive side of things, especially with this kind of slow push you already want to do if you're Carolina. Going to make it so much tougher. Maybe finding an opening, though, is Gwen. He does find an opening right through the middle, but he is quickly traded out. Really no help in that position. You're just hoping maybe he can pull off an incredible multi-kill. Get some info maybe for the squad. Envoy and Rex going to exchange some bullets.
That's a challenge right there from Envoy. He didn't have help either, but does back down Dylan Rex, so he's got the bomb. Slasher, though, just it's so tough for him to help from here.
Well, you just got to worry about the late flank. You got to worry about everything. It's like, I'm going to rethink that gunfight. Well, you both kind of had the same idea. Scrap going to get him behind. Scrap's going to get both, but it all starts with Hydra. The opener onto TJ, making a, I don't want to call it a flat offense, but making a flat offense look flatter.
Yeah, well, it starts with the nade, right? Round 1, no trophies. They did the pre-nade over towards camera. That backs away TJ. That opens up the route for Hydra.
Yep.
And I don't know the angle that he shot him through, but Hydra's able to hit the headshot, gets the first blood, and then they just kind of know the play. Again, how many times have you and I talked about Carolina, just their slow A plays?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Thieves know this, so they stack that bomb site, able to trade out.
Yeah, I think Gwen probably the best opportunity, maybe to make something out of nothing. If he turned that into a multi-kill, but he'll get the only kill for Royal Ravens in the round, and now we'll flip the script. See what Thieves can do on offense. Hydra already won first blood to his name. He'll be out hunting early on. Some info into Ticket, just a tag into Gwen as they start to progress the map. You can have a body here through lobby quickly. A couple playing deep is going to be Slasher.
Yeah, watch that number 5. We'll see when TJ wants to go, or free ops to go, but you're just going to go through the middle of the map. And well, it's going to end up working out. Envoy gets the first blood. Scrap then gets the second from up top. So you have the 2 versus 3 bomb now being planted.
Wow, just shooting nukes is Envoy. TJ's head just ripped clean off on Slasher. Now to try and clutch, he's taking some shots, and now he's going to get pinned in. You can see the triangle starting to swarm in around him. Nowhere for him to go. And another clean and controlled round there as it's all laps right now for Hydra.
And that just starts with prep, right? That's like just, pre-match prep. You saw Hydra shoots open the door, knows Gwyn is going to set up ticket. All right, this is sort of their default. This is how they want to play. What are we going to do? We've talked about this. We're going to double hit these doors. Scrap's going to look over us, and they had all the numbers.
Envoy, we know, is going to be a big X factor for this team. It feels like when he's in his best form, this team feels unstoppable. Maybe not the best map one. He started to heat up a little bit, but starts out 4-0 early in this search and destroy.
Yeah, and he's had a couple of those, throughout the majors. Like map one just comes out slow, but what you can always sort of just deal with is him in search and destroy. He's going to put up great numbers.
Doing it right now. TJ caught the last time they tried to make a play here offensively. A little bit different with the bomb setup, though. Bomb carrier is going to be over towards B. It's going to be Slasher. That gets blooded, trying to creep up towards A like he so often does, but the prep is in, and Ghosty able to shut him down. Ravens just hoping for a moment they can play with numbers.
And now look how fast Thieves are to already rotate. They've already read this play. So you have the 3 versus 4 now. Can you trade out? So far, so good for Thieves. They're going to spot one more. Everyone else going to fly. Now we're in a 1 versus 1.
I thought effectively trading, but you're able to bring one back if you're Royal Ravens. Welcome to the league. Rex has to play Thieves twice. Now a big one-on-one as they're already in an 0-2 hole, and you know how important this map is. Ghosty has been kind of the clutch king this year, but he takes a couple of tags, a couple of headshots in as well, so he's low HP and tries to wrap out. Sub in hand for both players. Under 30 seconds to go. We take a breath.
Yeah, so both players have both weapons. He's going to recover the bomb now. It's just a timing thing. Ghosty thinking he could wrap back, so he's watching both crosses. Not going to take the risk. Now he's going to know exactly where he's playing.
Ghosty has been so good in these scenarios. Maybe in trouble. Hit down to 48. He's going to go ahead and reach out, and he will take it. Add another clutch to Ghosty as he'll catch him with the slide. 3-0 advantage to Thieves.
Well, and I think Rex had the advantage, but then opts to switch to the AR. He has it. He's got the bullet up on him, hits some great shots. Ghosty just sort of waits for the reach out slide, then hits it himself. Jackal in hand, he's going to win that gunfight.
You got to think, just Ghosty being in the league and all the clutch scenarios he's had this year, probably a little more comfortable in that spot. Rex, I'm sure, feeling the pressure. Still, yeah, had advantage. Probably should have won it, but the timing will go to Ghosty. The round will go to Thieves. Things unraveling for Ravens. 0-3 hole, and now trying to battle back. A little bit more aggressive this time on the defensive side, but they got blooded again. Slasher, back-to-back rounds. He's going to get blooded. They've had his number, and he can be so good for them in search, but he's found nothing.
And this just sort of thwarts what Carolina wants to do. I mean, you do have a chance to catch this because the bomb's not there yet. But really, it was just Slasher playing for info, and then you were going to push A side. But now they're going to know everything. Bomb side is open. We're going to watch the flame. Now it's a 4 versus 2. Good luck to Gwyn and Rex.
And the only thing you can talk where maybe they'll have any kind of advantage or best fighting chance, and they're just getting smoked. About to be an 0-4 hole, and that is exactly the case. Thieves are running through them. And yeah, these bloods are coming your opening 10 seconds of the round, basically every single round.
Not the way that Carolina want to play. It's not what sort of Slasher, the way he wants to play. I mean, he would love to get the first blood, but this is not a guy who normally has a couple of early first deaths.
Oh, no. Like, yes, this is like, how do you counter what Ravens want to do? Yeah, blood them early. Slows down everything they're trying to do. No opportunities so far. There's not been a moment where they have player advantage. Unless maybe in the blink before that 1 versus 1. Gwyn trying to get after it. He's got 2 to deal with. Sliding in, getting a team shot into TJ, and things falling apart. At least a team kill's going to come in. Hydra's actually end up dropping to the nade there from Envoy. So you still have this one-on-one close. Well, making a 1-on-2 as the troops rally over to help out the Thieves member and Envoy. Oh. Hello. Second one is there, trying to scurry away. Gwyn able to cut across, and finally you have man advantage.
Yeah,
3 versus 2.
Ghosty was in a car this entire time, but when he just sort of is distracting, so his teammates can start to work over towards the A bomb site. Well, he's going to find another one, just sort of lurking, being annoying. They have no idea where he is on the map right now.
And Slasher's like, I get my first. That'd be great. But bomb plan for Royal Ravens. best opportunity to get a round win, but it is Dan Ghosty, Mr. Clutch. 1 versus 3. So much to clear though, and not going to be able to do it. Ravens take the round. Gwen ends up getting 3, I believe, in that round. A terrific one out of him as he had a great map 1, but I think he's got like 700 damage. I mean, dude, TJ's got 150 damage. Slasher's got 160 damage. We're 5 rounds in. I mean, you've been able to do nothing. It's really been Gwen and Rex. But Lordy, you needed that one. And
yeah, and even in that round, like, you kind of had the right read if you were Thieves. It's just the teammate that comes through, right? You had multiple players set up, take your booth, kind of ready for that aggression. They could have traded it out, but the teammate helps them. Then a quick rotation from Envoy, maybe to try to catch Gwyn, but it's the opposite. Gwyn already in that spot behind the door.
Ravens now need a defensive stop. Envoy and Hydra not be scared to play this offensively. They find a lot of openers. Well, they'll be playing together again, and this time trading it out. The read is perfect there from Hydra. Takes out TJ, tried finesse, knife out and dancing, and he's going to get out with his life. So numbers back over to Thieves. They're 2 remaining players for Ravens, both at B.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at the bomb. Bomb's already being planted, so Ghosty giving his best Slasher impression, pretty much saying, hey, this is all a distraction. Bomb over towards A. Now it is set up as Hydra looking for the ace. 3 in the round, and well, it is Slasher who finally gets on the board.
On the board and no ace, but still a lot of work to do. If he can pull off the 1 versus 3, 2 more to deal with and under 30 seconds to go. He's got to get moving, and he knows it. Both weapons to work with here. And he catch one, not going to happen. He'll get put down. 5th round up for Thieves. 1 more to take the 2-0 edge. And so far, yeah, this series playing out a whole lot like it has all year.
All year. Poor Carolina. This matchup has just been a nightmare.
Yeah, yeah. Slasher might be having nightmares. He closes his eyes and just see Hydra laughing at him. Because it has been brutal. I mean, yeah, if you were going to pick any round 1 matchup, like what would the worst thing be for them? This is it.
Yeah, they just played. They're like, oh, all right. Who do we play at the major? Oh, it's them again.
Perfect. Got to win 5 straight now. Improbable. Not quite impossible, but round by round, we'll see if they can do it. We've had a couple 1-5 comebacks this year. They'll try to add another one in.
So this has been the key, right? You've taken a lot of early risks if you are Thieves, and they've paid off. That time it doesn't. Gwyn's going to find the first blood, but it's a quick trade, you would think, but he's ready for Envoy, so Gwyn shuts down the round himself.
Yeah, I mean, he's on 9,000 damage. Gwyn has been doing it, but needs somebody else. Now it's Scrap. As he's going to need to get all 4. Hold up a second.
Bob's not planted yet, just going down, so he's got time.
It's be what, 1v3 ace?
1v4, right?
Was it 1v4?
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, not going to happen. 1 in behind him. Well, fortunate for Carolina. As they'll stay alive in this. Gwyn takes over early, able to get the first 2 bloods.
Yeah, he doesn't really react to the audio cue. I think probably his teammates like, yo, to your right, he opens the door. But that was TJ just taking a chance based on the timings, and it works out. But I mean, if he reacts maybe a little bit quicker, here's that's a 1v1 that they're giving him. Still had time to maybe find Slasher, but they don't let it happen. But that round, all Gwyn early, finding both Hydra and Envoy.
Can you keep it going step by step? They try to bring this back. Well, with how defeated they've got to be mentally in this matchup, yeah, maybe you pull off a 1-5 comeback. Maybe that gives you the belief system to be able to take this, but you got to. Just with how the control gameplay has been and how good Thieves are on protocol, you need this. Aggression here from Hydra. This will be a quick flank.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of know, right? Slasher gets all the early info. B is the call. This is how they're going to respond now. It's going to be 3 players on through, and Slasher just holding their side.
Scrap, can't finish the first, work it away. Beautiful little bait and switch there out of Carolina. They've got numbers here, 4 versus 3. Gunfight for Envoy. Both players tagged up, can't quite finish it. Ghosty able to bring it back down, 3 versus 3 though. Envoy still hunting 1. TJ gonna give them numbers again.
Is it planted for their side? I'm not sure if it is. That's gonna be the question here. Well, they're reading this well. On the other side, Slash is waiting patiently for Envoy. Or at least gonna give the Tom to his teammate, but Envoy's still alive. Able to regen as well, and they run into him. Envoy almost makes it happen.
Oh, almost just slipping through the cracks there, but Carolina, they're able to survive. What, TJ and Rex, a little bait and switch there to open up with the first blood?
Well, I don't know if Scrap stopped shooting because it kind of felt like he did. But that could have been a freebie. Maybe that changes everything. But he kind of knows as soon as he starts shooting.
Yeah, I don't know if he did or if he just got across the cut, yeah.
But it was close. Those shots were a little bit cleaner. He's able to find that. That changes the round.
Yeah, maybe he just think I need to kill and reposition immediately. Just, yeah, leaves the bullet short. But that was the opening. Here we go. 1-5 comeback, still alive. But they need to get an offensive round victory. Can it happen here? Last time they got it because Gwyn gets 2 openers. Can he do something miraculous again?
Yeah, it's been a lot of early sort of risks from LA Thieves, and they worked out until last time. So you're going to play with that same aggression. A little bit more standard here in the 2-2. Ghosty in that corner with Scrap on that crossfire.
TJ just shouldering and trying to spot here. Ghosty's going to get the pick though. Flasher's going to drop. TJ's got the angle. Maybe the nade will hit. He get up damage, and he does. So TJ brings it back. He's got the help there, so not able to push it out. But Gwyn's going to die. Gwyn dies over towards B.
Die on that side of the map. That's
Yeah.
not where your play is developing, and that's been the problem early.
So despite the fact you bring it back, things maybe now slipping away. It's all going to be on TJ now. Okay, bring it down to 1 versus 1. He's not had the angle for the trade. He's going to fall. Thieves close it out. It felt like maybe Carolina were putting something awesome together, but they'll come up short. Thieves still vibing as they know they're dominant in this particular matchup.
I mean, in more standard rounds here, you looked pretty solid if you're Carolina, right? But for LA Thieves, just right from the get-go, you read the map well. You knew how Carolina liked to play the map. You found Gwyn or TJ trying to make a play on the flank. I don't know, man. It's just those situations have to be better.
Yeah, no, they absolutely do. They absolutely do. That was your one chance to maybe catch them. Well, I mean, you had the chance to catch them slipping in the map 1, but you weren't able to capitalize. And now, yeah, if you said the most lopsided part of this, I guess maybe this matchup you'd say Hardpoint. If you talk overall game modes, you'd say Control.
Well, especially stage 3.
Yeah, especially stage 3.
Not even close. 0-5 for Carolina, and you're going to LA Thieves' best Control map. I mean, good luck.
Yep, their playground. So you're probably thinking this one's done 3-0. I mean, that was the expectation coming into this, yeah?
Yeah.
It was. It certainly was. I think we have a ton of incredible matches lined up today. I think we have a ton this weekend, but it was hard to expect one just based on how this has gone so far this year. And we love this Ravens team. I mean, I want to root for them to make a run. You know, they've been able to get into the top 4, but it's not been with this particular matchup. Well, I guess they did play them, early on at Major 1. They were still able to make that run, so maybe still a chance for them to do it. But they have Rocker they'll play in the lower side if they go there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they can pull off the reverse sweep. Desk, how we doing?
Hey, guys.
I think Quinn has the best shirt.
Oh, dude, you like it?
Are those like whales?
They're like
Those are
and manatees?
skeletons.
They're like
Definitely
skeletons
dead
of fish, dude. I don't know. I bought it while I was in Florida last summer, so
It works out.
Vibing with Uncle Maeve here in Florida. Shout out to you guys. Also, shout out to Slasher's 288 damage.
woo!
I was going to say it.
What happened?
Well,
That's the Liddy goat, baby.
that is the Lidigo. I mean, you're getting red every round.
Yep.
Same with the Hardpoint. Gwyn gave you everything, but Thieves are just too good. They're a great team.
Yeah, it's a matchup diff for
Red.
sure at this point. I mean, you had a great opportunity in that map on Hardpoint, right? We let Hydra get through 2 separate occasions that cost us a huge chunk of time if you're Carolina. Man, they got a mountain to climb now.
Let's take a look at some of the best moments here from Game 2 in just a moment. But first, Allie, we had all of the casters on this area.
We did.
Everyone was saying during the 1v1, if Dylan Rex wins this against Dan Ghosty, it will be the confidence boost he needs. After he gets boomed in that 1v1, I felt like the rest of the team just kind of fell apart as well.
I mean, the rest of the team was already kind of falling apart, it feels like. I mean, you look at this map number 2, and yeah, I mean, it could have been an insane. I mean, it was insane out of Scrap in the first place, Omni movement in its peak, but from the side of Carolina Royal Ravens, it was a lot of individual play, which I feel like I'm not really used to seeing from Carolina Royal Ravens. The fact that Slasher gets picked back-to-back first-blooded is just not something I'm used to from the side of Carolina Royal Ravens. They played a really aggressive defense. They're not a good defense team. They're one of the worst attack teams in the league right now. And to play such an aggro defense versus LA Thieves, there's got to be some sort of confidence there. But Slasher gets picked on his own. That gives free reign to players like Hydra and Scrap. And then You get nothing from anybody else except for Gwen.
Well, what Carolina usually do really well on this map is like setting up traps, but you can only set up traps if you have numbers. And a lot of these situations, like they were finding Gwen, they were finding Teach, like trying to make the plays on those islands, right? So LA Thieves, man, just coming in prepared. You know, these are two of the better red card search and destroy teams that we have, and you know, they played each other on it before, and you could just see some of the hard counter rounds that LA Thieves had, just giving them the edge.
Miles, can we talk big picture? I don't want to count out Royal Ravens, but history has told us this is a matchup in favor of Thieves. So if you're the Royal Ravens, have you seen enough to think they can make a bounce back run? We saw Toronto do it in a losers bracket. LA Thieves do it in a lower bracket.
We haven't seen them play any other teams. You know, it's the Thieves just giving them the hands every single time. I mean, Ravens have got a little bit of time here to work with. They've got, you know, at least this game of control. They've got a little bit of time behind stage. This is the map 1 highlights as well. It's a lot of time, Chris, that they don't have to get better at the game.
Well, Miles, you know, I think to Major 1, they got cooked by LAT. Like literally 100 point, both hard points, and then they go on to have a top 4 placing at the event, right? So definitely possible, as you mentioned, Chris, it is a matchup thing. But I gotta say something here. Gwyn
Yes.
fried on land.
you.
An incredible
Finally.
match for Gwyn.
That is
They
what I
still
wanted
lost.
to say.
They still lost.
They still lost.
But it can be done, is what
It
you're
can be
saying to
done.
me. And that was what
And
we were
in
worried
both
about.
game modes. He did it in the first one. He went 33 and 26. He had the second most damage in the lobby, following Hydra's 35 performance. But then even in the map 2, when they were finding any sort of success, he is the reason they even won 2 rounds. It was all on Gwen. So we know that he can do it.
Are we saying that Vivid shouldn't have been dropped? What are we saying here? What are we talking about?
Hey, no, I don't think,
Yeah,
I think
I don't know,
Squid
man.
played
Might
well
be a little
enough.
early,
But yeah, I mean,
No,
this,
that
wanna
was the
gas
question.
Gwyn.
Honestly, we were on the drop Gwyn
Yeah,
hate
we were.
wagon after Major 2. And by we, I mean Nameless and Allie, because I was
Wait, I was
involved.
not a part of that.
that's
Just
a lie.
those two.
Not a
It was
part of that.
only and Nameless.
It
There was
was
no one else
not
on the
me.
wagon.
I believe you, Chris.
that's a
Just them.
straight up lie.
was
Listen, you can
not
never
me.
drop Gwyn because it's a matter of time. It comes with confidence. And this is the matchup that could give him his confidence. Even in a loss, playing well against Thieves is massive.
Can you get fired for lying about other people's opinions and statements?
I don't know. I don't think she's.
It's a
We don't
great
have
question.
an HR department. It's
Chris
right
does
here.
it all the time.
Welcome in, everybody. This is the Call of Duty League. You're watching match number 1 of 4 on the night, and it could be over after game 3 because you look at control. Thieves are pretty good at this. They have been stealing wins since the beginning, 19-2. You like that pun, Miles?
They're once in this game mode all over, man. It's a good thing if you're a Thieves fan right now. The online question, Ant, I still think we're running with that. I think I'm still running with, I want to see them play like a top team, that top 4 caliber team.
Sure.
But right now, I mean,
It would be
we're
a
loading
miracle if they win this control.
We're loading into a massacre.
Miracle.
As we get back into the action, quick question. Merc, if Maven was on stage, how much damage would he drop in a search and destroy?
If snipers were allowed, I mean,
Yeah, if I could snipe. I just want to know, Chris, can I ask you a question?
like 177 probably.
Did you shave those legs? Because they're looking silky smooth.
Okay.
they are.
Nair, baby. Teach you all about it.
Let's say they're looking good. They're looking good, but no, I would get absolutely cooked. But probably have some fun along the way. I gas up my teammates, dude. I turn them into demons.
Yeah, you
My
just be the guy
communication-
on the flank who's just like, yeah, I got this. You're just prone to the corner.
My communication would be impeccable.
You wouldn't talk.
Probably true. I'd be so locked, so locked. But okay, here we go. I want to sell the dream. I want to sell that Carolina could do this. I just don't think they can at all. So
Yeah.
it's real hard to sell it, Joe. I don't want to be a liar. I just don't know how, man. Unless like losing is learning to the degree, yeah, you lost every single control and you learned a lot, and now you're.
Yeah, I mean, unless like there's been massive improvements in scrims with Rex over the last couple of days in control, then maybe that's like the one chance. Maybe Thieves put their, I don't know, slow down a bit. But
maybe the
I'm not
overconfidence,
sure.
like too much of it. Like
Maybe
happens now,
someone
you're up
just
too
broke
low.
their controller.
That's true. You might need to be taking out some people's thumbs if they're going to take this.
Yeah.
Well, Gwyn has been locked in though. He's had a solid series. You know, some inopportune, well, some bad deaths maybe in that last one, but still, he was the one person really shooting and finding kills for them. I mean, some of the reason they were able to win some rounds. Hydra was real vocal between the maps 1 and 2. Similar here. I mean, they could not even be talking gameplay. I got no idea, but he seemed real vocal between both maps.
No, I think we've seen that over the year, right? Like stage 1, maybe not as much, but especially in stage 2. And to me, that's just sort of his comfort in the game, sort of his confidence. Hey guys, here's what I'd like to do.
Yeah.
How do we do this?
Yeah.
Right. You know, here's what they like to do. Just sort of VOD prep. But it feels like more and more, the more talkative he is, the team's just gonna follow.
Well, we saw the S&D stat for Hydra before the map. It's Ghosty before the control, 1.22. We'll see him on the objective as well as he's first in that. And yeah, you have such an advantage in this particular matchup and this particular map and mode. Thieves looking to close it out with a quick 3-0 and get deeper in the day. Or to Carolina, show some life. Gwen gets the first kill. He's certainly been playing well. Can he keep it going?
Yeah, TJ, he's gonna have a 1 versus 1 here. This is really all, it was supposed to be an early B hit, but now you're gonna get taken down. Envoy and Ghosty both gonna find 2. So TJ, they're pretty much gonna leave him there.
Envoy tries to get pushed up, he'll get caught. Same can be said for Hydra, so dealing with the early aggression well is Royal Ravens. Now what can TJ do? As he's kind of been lost and just trying to find his openings. It's like, where are these guys spawning? Finally able to get eyes onto one. Scrap though, good at gunning.
Yeah, and now you lost 1 player at the B side, make it 2. So this player on A and Dylan Rice, he's just gonna get hunted down. There is the trade. You've had some good map control here. And well, Quinn's gonna find a double to give it right back to you. He's up to 5-1 again, continues to play well in this series. And while this is going on, TJ starting to work that pinch. So here we go, Ravens in a great spot on offense.
We've been asking Gwen to step it up, and he's doing exactly that. My man is dialed as he's finding another 4 in a row, 7-4. Found an AR to work with as well, and the progress is starting to roll onto A. Maybe a little overzealous as he just zips it out the window, but Rex able to pick up both.
Yeah, I mean, talk about overzealous Envoy. He is literally diving off the top gun. But Rex now up to 3 in a row. You have a 6 life advantage, 2 minutes to work with. And that all starts just the fact of LA Thieves. They were able to thwart that first attack, map control their side, but Gwyn gives it right back.
Yeah, and you just really got to avoid like a 3-4 down where you get pinned in. You had the life advantage. You're in a great spot. Take your time. You got all the time in the world. You got 90 seconds to go. You already have 1 tick done here. You've got a body on it. How huge this could be if you take this opening round. And every time I feel like they've gone 2 dead, Gwyn comes up with a kill.
Yeah, Gwyn and TJ both now, and finding that 1 player who got on.
Yeah,
I don't know what that was. Scrap, the headshot comes on through. That is not easy.
He wins gunfights at range with an AR that just no one else is winning, I swear. Like, dude.
Now it's 7v11, so this is doable.
Every kill, so important. Slasher just peeking for information. Unfortunately, Ghosty is holding. No respawns remain. 10v4, you have got to win this round. If you are Ravens, you have to.
Well, I think the key so far is you have tried to get pushed up a couple of times with your Thieves, but it's really just been solo plays. It's 1 by 1. And every time, Ravens just kind of play for it. They played too slower right off spawn to make sure no one was worked in the flank. They end up finding 2 kills. It's a good job there by Ravens by using the time that they got from that A capture, using that life advantage to win round 1.
You do such a great job in the opening offense. Now's where you got to kind of go for the jugular in this map. Take this defense, get the 2-0 edge. Because they take this map, who the hell knows? I mean, I think the reason we were both so confident this one's probably done is just because of the control. Well, okay, they've got advantage in everything, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, Vault for Thieves hasn't been like the best. 6-4 on the year. They didn't play it in stage 3. Like there's an opening there.
Yeah, absolutely is. But will we get there? Envoy biding his time and finding the openings. Big multi from Rex, though. Big multi from Rex. He gets 3 and Gwyn the 4th. Rex has stepped it up huge here in the control. 12 and 7, and after Envoy's multi, you're thinking, wow, this might be an early break and A capture. Not the case at all.
Yeah, I think Hydra gets spotted. Gwyn's dealing with his teammates. So it's really just Hydra just trying to get them some space, but it's going to be Gwyn set up alongside Slasher in the base LA Thieves.
Okay, well, you say that, and they both are dead pretty much instantly, but similar to what Royal Ravens were able to do. Any early pressure, they were able to shut down. Nearly an absurd gunfight win there from TJ, but can't finish it. Second tick now looming as Envoy is on it, just holding the window, relying on his teammates to hold above him. Second tick now in, minute extension.
Yeah, normally you have someone pushed up, but Envoy, he just stays, and they get done with the point. So you didn't really even have an attempt at retaking that A point. And now the AR is looking over the middle of the map, able to find 2, so it's going to be immediate pressure over towards B.
And this is pretty similar to what Carolina had, right? Like 5-6 life advantage, about 2 minutes to work with.
This is going to be even better.
This might be. Yeah, you are going to be in the blender. Royal Ravens trying to battle out of this, but coming off the spawn, and you've got 2 bodies, maybe 3 bodies on. This thing's really starting to move. Second tick is done. Moving and grooving is the objective for LA Thieves. Really the one opportunity to could take this. Can they actually do it? Nope, one player remaining. That one player will get it done. So the skirmish goes the way of Thieves, and now that advantage for Carolina is gone.
I mean, you had the opening with Rex, and you know, Gwyn pushed up, and then that was it.
Yep.
There was nothing else. You had the objective done, you had Hydra pushed on up, Scrap making plays from the B point, and now the problem for Carolina, as good as round 1 was, you did it through kills. You only got 4 ticks, so the advantage is back to Thieves, leading 6-4 there.
True, no, good point. And yeah, that's sometimes I think just a sign of like a struggling control team, bro, when there's just no bounce back whatsoever. Like as soon as a team takes advantage against you, it just all unravels. You're never able to fight back. Like Thieves, multiple times battle back and at least try to make that round interesting. Stretch it out, maybe rely on like a miracle or a clutch moment, but Ravens just had nothing. Now Scrap's on 5 straight.
Don't it be again, that same opener, and well, same result. This might be even worse though.
Yeah, you still got 2 players pushed up. Hydra on one side, it's gonna be Ghosty on the other, and they're both finding picks. So how much time is this going to bleed? Gwyn trying to leak out and find an opening though. Can't really get far though till he's shot in the back as Hydra was still looming. Or still trying to hunt him down. DJ is trying to get out and win a gunfight on the point, not able to do that. His own Envoy shuts it down.
Oh, what a sword fight. Ghosty able to come out on top.
And at least last time, Ravens, yeah, you got an early life advantage. This time, not going to be the case, but Rex trying to bring this back. As he'll try to isolate the spawners. It's Gwyn trying to deal with players in his base on the other side of it. Hit the 6 HP, just trying to stay up for the help. Well, he guesses right. Thieves player goes left.
Yeah, you had TJ again trying to work B just to distract. This is how they were able to work this 8-point last time through. Slasher doesn't lose that one. So now he's up top again, able to find a double with the knife. And now you have this setup. It's just Scrap. Well, I think he's going to go for it. He's going to catch a Slasher off guard. And now he might have an angle to hit these players off the point.
I think you're okay for now. Second bit is done. Great job by Gwyn and Rex. And your extension about to come through. And you really did a great job. You were down 5 or 6 lives, and you've really brought this back. And yeah, you need any ticks you can get, because as you said, you got done through lives the first time through. Tick advantage is to Thieves. They're going to hit this from every single angle. Head on a swivel for Scrap, but he's not able to pick it up. He's going to shut down. That's going to be 3 dead. Last player. Really Envoy range. Say, leave him. Get progress on the point. Focus on the spawners. That's exactly what Gwyn is going to do. Now on 5 straight, 18 and 11. You want some Gwyn takeover maps? You're getting them here. Still have to shut down this round, though, and his teammates are getting plucked. It's Ghosty with a string of headshots. And Gwyn just trying to find whatever opening he can. He still is going so close. Starting a cruise, not going to happen, though.
I mean, it is 5 massive kills by the AR duo of LA Thieves. They lost all map control. You were pushed up over towards B, but it is Scrap and Ghosty that get you out of that tough scenario. Now 7 versus 7.
Yeah, Ghosty. 3 just insane kills to make sure they don't drop this round, or try to make sure they don't, but back in a life deficit. Hydra working the angle for the trade, and not gonna happen. TJ gonna put him on skates. Ghosty still on that same streak. 5v6 now for Thieves. Scrap wants to go, and again, he's so good at winning the fights close range. Him and Ghosty once again on the feed in a big moment. Only 3 lives remaining. Last guy's gonna be Rex, and this is a statement defensive hold. That's a round Carolina should win, but maybe it's outskilled.
And then what, it gets to 7 versus 7, it ends 5-0. But again, it's just like you had Gwyn pushed up, you had players on the B point, but the ARs find some insane picks that regain map control. They're able to find these final skirmishes. That is just all Ghosty and Scrap.
Yeah, we're watching the plays from Gwyn. I mean, he gets out to, what, 6-7 straight?
Yeah, they found the one player push up in their base.
He was just the only one really getting kills outside that other one. Then it was just Ghosty and Scrap. I swear, Scrap gets like a 20% damage buff for gunfights within 5 meters.
He just anticipates them. I think it's really what it is. Just sort of the slide outs. But yeah, he is so good at that range.
Ravens. Now to hold the defense. Try and get this to around 5. Envoy's going to get his body on the point early on. And that's the call for Hydra to go hunting. And hunt he will. TJs gets chopped down, marching out of spawn. I think it's Rex still looking for him. He's gonna get sent packing as well.
And we've rarely had this. You had this like one moment early in their first offense where Hydra's gotten lost. Now you got to deal with this if you're Carolina. There's one player push on up. That was Quinn, but Envoy, I don't know if he hears him, gets a comm, just is able to recognize that spot. They are going to try to retake A, but Envoy again from the objective going huge.
Yeah, he is just in the dirt, making plays on the objective. Scrap trying to help him fight here in top middle. Already got the mid extension, already up 5 lives. And this is where the wheels came off. Kind of you think about the last
I think
offense
they're off
for
again.
Thieves.
They're
Transition.
deflating. They're deflating.
Yeah, no, 100%. Maybe last opportunity for Ravens to break this back. They're coming off the spawn onto the objective though, multiple players. And again, the close range AR for Scrap is ludicrous. Just headshots in, 6 in a row for him. Second tick, working forward. He's the only body on it right now. Ghosty's gonna hop in, trying to help him. Hydra trying to hold top middle, and you have Ghosty playing from the steps. Envoy finds 2, last player diving, can't get there, and it's a 3-0. Thieves with 2 dominant offenses and a clutch moment on defense. And man, you had maybe a little bit of belief after that opening round 1 win. But Carolina,
a little bit.
Yeah, nothing after that, nothing.
But Thieves, much better start here, I think, to this major than the last major.
Yeah.
What they wanted to do, probably what they focused on, was just coming out strong, changing that mentality to get them going early in a tournament.
Yeah, they just needed that. Like you said, this was like the ultimate trap game. Like this, I feel like it's almost a good thing it happened to them last major, because otherwise this is one they maybe would have gotten caught, but they've already dealt with that. Make sure they're laser focused, try to make a run to a tournament victory. It starts with step 1 with the win over Carolina. They'll move on. Don't have to do that loser's gauntlet like we saw last major. And